The Netherlands. Historical development. The Netherlands was occupied by Nazi Germany from 1940 to 1945, suffering heavy losses, especially among its Jewish population. After the war, the country focused on rebuilding and also experienced strong economic growth from the 1950s and 60s. It became a founding member of NATO in 1949 and the European Union in 1958, showing its commitment to international cooperation. The Dutch decolonized Indonesia in 1949 and Suriname in 1975. At home, they built a strong welfare state and embraced progressive social reforms. Political regime. The Netherlands is a constitutional monarchy under the 1815 Constitution, meaning it has a king, but his powers are limited by law. Real political power rests with the parliament and the prime minister. The country operates as a parliamentary democracy with elected officials forming the government. The political system is divided into three branches: the executive, legislative, and judicial. The executive includes a ceremonial monarch and a cabinet, led by the prime minister. The legislative branch is a bicameral parliament composed of the Senate and the House of Representatives. The judicial branch is independent, ensuring laws are upheld through courts free from political influence. Political parties include the Christian Democratic Appeal, Labour Party, Liberal Party, Democrat 66, and other minor parties. Political conflict and competition. The Netherlands has a multi-party parliamentary democracy, which means no single party usually wins a majority. This leads to coalition governments, often requiring compromise and negotiation. In recent years, we've seen the rise of populist and far-right parties like the Party for Freedom and Forum for Democracy, challenging mainstream politics. For one example of these parties and what they stand for is the Forum for Democracy, who strongly oppose EU integration. They believe Dutch culture and traditions are under threat from globalism, mass immigration, and multiculturalism. They advocate for strict immigration control and deny the severity of human-caused climate change. This has intensified debates over immigration, national identity, and Dutch values. At the same time, progressive parties continue to push forward on climate action, social equality, and EU integration. Society. The Netherlands is a highly individualistic society that also places a strong emphasis on equality. People here are known for being very direct and honest in communication, which in other countries can be seen as rude. The country is known for its progressive views, including tolerance towards LGBTQ+ rights and liberal policies. The Netherlands is also considered one of the most secular countries in the world, with a significant portion of the population identifying as non-religious or atheist. However, the country maintains a strong commitment to religious freedom, ensuring that individuals of all faiths are free to practice their beliefs without discrimination. They benefit from a strong welfare system. This includes universal health care, which ensures that all residents have access to high-quality medical services regardless of income, as well as a wide range of support services such as unemployment benefits, child allowances, and disability support. Finally, the population is very diverse due to immigration, and while multiculturalism is embraced, integration remains an ongoing topic of discussion. Social classes. There are 7 firm social classes, one being working upper echelon makes up 20% of the population. They are professionals with high income and strong job security. The privileged younger people make up 9%. They are young, well-educated individuals with high potential and upward mobility. Leisured upper echelon make up 12%. They are often older individuals with financial independence and cultural capital. Employed middle echelon make up 25%. They are stable middle-income earners with average education and job security. Low education pensioners make up 18%. They are retired individuals with limited education and modest pensions. Insecure workers make up 10%. They are employed in low-wage, unstable jobs with little long-term security. The precariat make up 6%. They are the most vulnerable group facing economic insecurity, low education, and limited prospects. Political economy. The Netherlands operates a market economy with private businesses leading most sectors. However, the government regulates areas like energy, healthcare, and infrastructure to ensure stability and fairness. A central aspect of the Dutch economy is its social welfare program, or system, providing universal healthcare and public education for all citizens regardless of income. The country has a mixed economy where the government regulates critical sectors to balance private enterprise and social welfare. The Dutch economy is export-driven with major sectors like technology, agriculture, and finance. Its strategic location and Rotterdam's port make it a global trade hub. Finally, the Netherlands uses a progressive tax system where higher earners contribute more to fund social services, helping to reduce inequality. Foreign relations with the world. The Netherlands is a strong supporter of the EU, focusing on trade, climate, migration, and security. As a NATO member since 1949, it supports collective defense and transatlantic security. They have been a UN member since 1945. The Netherlands is committed to international law, human rights, and development. The Netherlands has a close relationship with Israel since 1949, cooperating across various sectors. It also maintains a strong U.S.-Netherlands relationship, working together on issues like climate change. Belgium, a close neighbor, collaborates on transport, environment, and cross-border issues. France is a strategic EU ally, especially on defense, climate, and tech. Germany is a key economic political partner, focusing on EU policy, energy, and trade. Lastly, the UK remains an important trade and security partner post-Brexit. Current issues. Climate change is a top concern for 45% of people in the Netherlands. The country is especially vulnerable due to its low elevation, increasing the risk of sea level rise and flooding. While the government is investing in renewable energy and cutting fossil fuel use, the climate threat remains significant. Inflation is a close second, with 42% of people worried about rising costs. Prices remain above the European Central Bank's target, driven by strong demand, high wages, and rising rents. Efforts like interest rate hikes and energy subsidies have helped, but many households still feel the strain. Housing is a major issue for 30% of the population. Home prices have soared, and limited supply makes it hard for people to find affordable housing. High demand, strict zoning, and construction delays are key challenges. Immigration also concerns 30% of citizens. While the Netherlands has a history of welcoming newcomers, recent increases have raised concerns about housing, public services, and integration. The debate continues over how to manage migration responsibly and sustainably. And then here is a map of the Netherlands. As you can see, it's bordered by Germany, Belgium, and the North Sea. And then
That happens.
here's just the official. Oh, that's all.
I think you'll be on the bottom. Yep.
There we go.
You were at 728.